Hi you guys, welcome back to the Tiffany Henyard saga I'm dubbing The Road to Recall, where we look back on previous board meetings and we try to find the defining moments that led up to the trustees' breaking point where they attempted to recall Tiffany Henyard. So the board meeting we're going to be looking at today is when the budget was finally drawn up. So on my past videos in this whole saga, we talked about Tiffany Henyard coming in, spending willy-nilly straight out the gate. Okay, just to give you guys kind of an idea, she spent $14,000 on her inauguration party. And then she also is starting to go into talk about giving Village Hall a facelift. And these are all things she has done before the budget was even drawn up. Okay, so that's just kind of an idea of where they're at and where the trustees' headspace is at as it pertains to what they're kind of bracing themselves for, so to say, because they have realized quickly that they're going to have to keep an eye on her spending and they are going to have to question her at every turn. So just a heads up, Dorothy Brown, who Tiffany appointed as her interim village administrator, is going to be reading the comments and the questions actually to Tiffany as we go along. So that's who you're going to hear as we go along through these clips. All right, let's get started.
How many days will the tentative budget be available for the public?
The next 5 days. So you got until Monday to get the budget, because we will have a budget hearing on, or not budget, I keep saying hearing, a special board meeting to pass the budget on Monday. But legally, it was available for 10 days. So we was well within the ordinance as it relates to posting, and 10 days available to the public.
So she said legally, but it sounds like she said illegally to me. That's just, how Tiffany Henyard talks sometimes.
But legally, it was available for 10 days.
She kind of doesn't like to spend time on pronouncing words properly, okay? So we're already getting the sense that some of the residents, or most of the residents, are having issues with the budget, either getting it or just wanting to know when was it supposed to be available to them. Let's continue.
So now the public is getting additional 5 days to review the budget and come up with questions. And again, I repeat, you have questions, send an email so they get answered before Monday so that everything is taken care of.
What they're reading from, they have such budget and appropriation orders to be prepared in tentative form to be made conveniently available to public inspection for at least 30 days prior to final action thereon.
Oh, that's a question? Ask me, is it 30 days? Was that the question?
Yes, that's the question. They're asking you if it was supposed to be out longer than just the 10 days, which it seems like it wasn't even out 10 days prior. And this person who wrote this comment also seemed to be stating some type of municipal code or ordinance or something to that nature. So let's go ahead and hear Tiffany's response.
Yes.
I'm reading it right here. The municipal law states 10 days. So we well within the rights of what we supposed to do, which is post, make it available for 10 days. You can go read the municipal code to find out what I'm stating. Anybody that is really truly a Dolton resident and not an outsider, know the schedule here at the village. If you want to view or see anything, we have meetings every first and third Monday, and we normally announce what we're going to do, and we post it on our website and also on the door as it relates to a special board meeting.
Now, I found this part kind of interesting because she's saying that they're supposed to have 2 board meetings on the first and the third Monday of every month. But if you look at the recent board meetings today in Dolton, they only have 1 board meeting per month. So what does that do? That does not give them time to get together to discuss the finances, to have a finance meeting, to cover the budget more in depth. Basically, it's cut off those different avenues for transparency. Because when Tiffany was a trustee, they used to have CAL meetings, which is committee of the whole. They would have finance committee meetings. They would have housing committee meetings. I mean, they would have meetings, okay? Just to put it shortly. But we see how that all rapidly changed when she became the mayor. She wants to just come in once a month, say, hey, I want you guys to pay this. And then she wants them to say yes. That's all it seems like she wants. But let's get back to this budget and the residents' concerns about the budget.
Can you explain salaries and grant in the amount of $150,000?
I need more clarity of that question.
Can someone name the job title of positions created in this budget?
I guess if you feel it's something being created, I guess whoever's typing that, can you just say what it is and I could just answer it?
Okay, 0112 422 salaries, development, and grants. That's the $150,000.
Okay, Chris, can you go to that line item and give a response? And whoever answered that, so I see someone do have the budget, so thank you.
So the person she's talking about that she's assuming has the budget is this commenter, Valeria Stubbs. Valeria Stubbs is asking about a specific item in the budget, and of course, naturally, Tiffany would assume that she has a budget. One can assume that. Anyone would. But Valeria does clarify later in another comment that she sat there for 3 hours and that's how she was able to give her the line items. But she was denied a copy of the budget at Village Hall. So there seems to be a lot of inconsistency still. The residents are saying they did not receive the budget. Tiffany thinks that one person received it. My question is, how do you not even have valid proof that anyone received it? Like, where's the communication? Or is there just no communication because you know exactly what's going on? You know that the residents were not supposed to get a copy or that they didn't get a copy of the budget. So what's really going on? It's either or, you know? So let's go ahead and continue.
Inspection and receiving a copy of the budget are two different things. Why couldn't the person take a copy of the budget home?
Again, I really didn't know about no one not being able to get a budget, a physical copy, but the budget was made available to anyone that entered the Village Hall to receive it. People did sit here in Village Hall and review the budget. So as you can see from someone asking the question and they put on the line item, someone actually has the budget.
So this is a good example of the communication breakdown, either on purpose or just from pure incompetence. Dorothy Brown didn't read the follow-up comment that Valeria Stubbs put, which was she was at Village Hall for 3 hours. You know, she was able to take notes, but then was eventually not able to take a copy of the budget home. So they went through this whole board meeting and that one comment was never read. So there was no one in the whole comment section that actually verified that they had a copy of the budget. Well, and it's like I said, it's communication breakdown, either on purpose or incompetence, or a combination of both, right? All right, so let's continue because Trustee Tammy Brown also had something to say about the budget and its availability to the residents.
This is Trustee Brown. I was approached today at the Village Hall after leaving, and a resident did say that they were not able.
You guys, I had to pause for a little bit because look at Trustee Andrew Holmes. Okay, what is going on? Why is he looking like that? Why is he holding that marker right there? If you guys had to guess what he was thinking, what would you guess? Go ahead and put it in the comments and put a marker emoji behind it. I want to know what is going on. Let's not get too out of hand though, you guys. You know how YouTube is. I just couldn't let it pass, you guys. Let's go ahead and get back to Trustee Tammy Brown.
And a resident did say that they were not able to get a copy of the budget. I was there today taking care of some business with a dog tag next door. And a resident did say that they were unable to get a copy of the budget and walked out without a copy.
Okay, and I think I just responded to that by stating that if someone did not get a copy, they can come to Village Hall and get one tomorrow. I couldn't answer why they didn't get a copy of the budget, but the budget is made available. As you can see, someone do have a physical copy of the budget, so I don't know what got mixed up right then and there. Then once that happened, anybody could have came in here and got it corrected for them. So by them coming to you outside, you could have came in, got the budget for them and gave it to them or called me or whatever, just so we could have rectified the situation if that did happen.
So this is a common statement we're going to see from Tiffany Henyard, and we see that to this day. You could have called me, you could have called such and such, you could have seen about it before we got to the board meeting and we put on a show. We see this over and over up to this day. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw in a clip of another board meeting quite some time after this one where stuff has slowly progressed into the trustees getting more agitated with the way she handles things as it pertains to not getting the information either to them in a decent amount of time or to the residents, or just the way she operates in general. Let's go ahead and watch.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna take the vote. If you got the bills on Friday, you could have called myself, or you could have called the village administrator, Keith Freeman. Regardless of the date and time, just so public know, we always work, no matter what time of day it is. My phone's on. Me and Keith talks 24/7 because we work nonstop. So if the board has a question or issue, they can pick up the phone and call us and it will be resolved. When we get here, we do not have to put the residents through this because we would have resolved the issue. So I don't like the fact that people keep saying, oh, we didn't get it in a timely manner, we got it too late or whatever. You still have to make it do what it do.
No. What is that? You still have to make it do what it do. How they gonna make it do what it do when they ain't got what they need to make it do it? Like, make it make sense, people. She's just out of hand at this point. It's just like gotten to the extreme. And this is, some board meetings down from the ones that we started off earlier on in this video, where she just completely said, forget it, I'm gone, okay? I'm not hiding anything. I'm gonna tell people how it is, and this is how I'm gonna run it. That's basically where she's at this point. But yeah, as you guys can see what I was just saying, she chastises them for asking questions by saying, oh, you guys could have just called me, or you could have called Keith, and we work 24/7. Maybe you do, but the trustees, I think some of them, they're part-timers. But that's besides the fact. The fact is they obviously have issues with communicating with you, and the transparency is not there. And she keeps just glossing over it. She keeps ignoring it, and she keeps doing what she wants to do. And that's why not soon after she was in the mayor's seat, she was on the road to recall. Dun dun dun. Well, you guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this 6th installment of my Tiffany Henyard saga I'm dubbing The Road to Recall. Let me know what you guys think about this budget. Do you feel that she didn't have it available to the public on purpose? Do you feel like it was misunderstandings, miscommunication, incompetence, all the above? What do you guys think? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave it a like. And if you're new here, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.